This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right.
I hear I have you to thank. What shall I call you?
Wyvern. Glad to make your...
A formidable Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience.
A few moments of your time should suffice, yeah.
You're a peculiar fellow.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about us.
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the... and is used exclusively by the practitioners of... They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their... Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. There's a brutal sort of beauty.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000... But it is the final stone which lends the blade a mineral quite foreign to this... And that... Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rent. Take this. Take the very stone of which I spoke. And a far more.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter competition with a rival. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel.
And there are many other collectors out.
Too many to count. But only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths... Radim! We mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, master. Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such now. Let's see what...
I know. So, Molly's left over. That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right. Now we know what you're after. I can see about gates.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
You can, aye. In return, you can thank Toad.
I was just on my way to see him. Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree with what...
You learned something about that sword?
I did better than... What? Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were you. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be...
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Ah, No point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax amp. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now that's something. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be just... Don't put...
No, you won't. I've been working day and night since I was half your age. And I'll still be here when... Hey. Thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
What do you need? What do you want? And?
He cracked the crystal too. Were you able?
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good.
Lady Karen.
Do you recall?
About how she...
Precisely that. The Fenrir, and while the power
What are you suggesting?
that Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more... fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh. He's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mick told me she was building a ship.
Good. So
She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Lady Goad tells me, would you prefer...
What? But that...
Of course not. Surely you...
Oh, fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star route. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be...
I hear you ended up delivering all... thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid.
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are squat.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. We bought passage to... oh, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was... before fate stepped in. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when all I wanted, him who cried for me, him who swore he'd do everything. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to... I knew then I'd... He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto,
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Let me carry your goods.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Not a...
Aye.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing.
We're ready when you are.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's that guard from Falkland. Kill him! Kill them all!
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the...
We'll be glad to.
Ah, Clive.
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all, and their demise solves three... I only...
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots's pass.
I will.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. Would it now? Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to... For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from...
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is...
Here, Clive.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you...
I shall.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots...
We'll... Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Let me carry your goods.
Pardon me, but would you happen to... That well-notched... Might you be
How exactly do you intend to...
Well, being... And should you accept, you will not only earn yourself well... Wonderful!
But...
Along the old Zemeckis Road. Quickly!
Wait. Good luck with your Nandua. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Porter for hire. Best served.
I was gripe now. Joseph's...
Any...
Joseph...
Hurry, man. In post haste. I am hurrying.
Bloody Crimson Caravan, scooping up all the...
If only you arrived...
Now I just need to see about getting to work. Bad news. Good, actually. Only trouble is, the serving girl still knew... What exactly are you saying?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66 now. Gotan Root.
So I've heard.
Oh. Gentlemen, would you pass the good news?
Sounds simple.
So you'll do. You won't need this old free of the... Stop by again.
I'll be right back.
Something I can help you with? Don't worry about it. This being a border, or at least why I am what you see. It can be a risky bit. Safe travels.
Clive. Criminals and cowards. So thank you. Fools, the lot of them. And I wouldn't have it any other. All the better. Farewell, then.
Out of my sight, wench. Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the... from the night.
caravan stops next and check.
Are you
That's me.
The innkeeper's just... He thought you might like to join him for a... What?
Can't we get...
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Tight-fisted swines.
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders from the Empire?
Let us through!
I'm looking for...
Well, you found him.
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage. A goat...
Oh, you know?
All done. I wonder if the innkeeper might...
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
I'm nasty. Let me.
Porter for hire.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going.
No.
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road, I expect.
Why am I not surprised?
Company.
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's up. This one.
More colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that. Ready, go? Faster!
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for...
Well, we haven't seen. Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the...
Hey, I'd listen to you. Straight home now. Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
I think we've found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found that cozy little homestead, and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but the others, they huddled around that food. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself.
So you spared them, and earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so... And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in box.
I'm impressed. I didn't...
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to... Oh, and... don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing...
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Not again. All right then. First. This one.
You're going to get yourself... Oh, that would not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods. And great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
This time.
Still in one piece?
It would seem so. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. One day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive, you see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weird, and so I came upon the idea of
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so.
Fine.
And so, here, your reward for humoring my selfish whim. Truly, knowledge is a gift all the greater when shared.
Thank.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the...
If our new arrivals had...
That's been in the house. Well, and then those three are the backbone of Bocklad. Lose any one of them, and without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of... right.
Look, never.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Peaches and pears, beets and beans.
Come on, come on!
The caravan stops next to the...
Juicy pears!
What I really want to be is
Here you are, good.
me pass. Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo too.
So should you, Honza. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens...
We do, and we already have. Mizelle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it, then.
And Goots, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I've got it back now.
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel. and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.